Hello again, this is TGrant here with another Flesh and Blood practice video. I've been getting back into the swing of things, just playing a couple other decks just for fun, getting some practice in with the meta. But with this video and then the next couple, we'll be just kind of going back to where it all started and my favorite hero, which is Bravo. So with this video, I'm just going to do a quick overview of what my current deck list is, kind of where I've settled after all of Nationals has gone on, and then just go into, I'm going to call them gauntlet games kind of from now on, is just a bunch of different meta decks piloted by the AI, and then I'm going to also try to get some practice videos with my friends on TTS and just record those as well with some commentary. So to start things off, this is my mid-range build. It's less controlling than the last build that I had. Um, the shell is basically the same, but how I play it and some of the choices is very, very different than where we were because of how the meta has shifted. So I'm going to do a quick overview of that, and then we'll jump into a gauntlet game. And then in the next video or two, I'll be going into another in-depth deck tech on why I chose things, why things are organized the way they are, my thought process going into it. So this would be just kind of a brief intro video into this deck that kind of I've been practicing and trying to get back into the swing of things in competitive play. Um, so it is a mid-range deck, and I do come from a Magic the Gathering background, just playing competitively. So I organize things in a 60 card deck and then a sideboard. I don't. My brain just doesn't really work with the 80 card version. So on the left hand side is just the main deck list. On this is FabDB. If you don't already have a free account, it's great for deck building. And this deck list is up there. If you search for it, it'll be probably search for TGrant. I made it public so you can kind of just look into it and copy it. So basically, we're cutting down on life gain pretty heavily, cutting down on defense reactions, and kind of pushing more into heavy disruption. So I'm actually running Chokeslams, which in this meta is honestly it's pretty broad in its application. It's kind of like Spinal Crush 456. We're still running Command and Conquer because I love the card, and the whole reason it synergizes with what we're doing is because I run six Pummels. I'm not running the energy potion in this one just because I'm blocking less, so I don't have the time to kind of set an energy potion, which is why I opted for Tome of Fyendal and actually two Zealous Beltings in the main. Those are kind of, I guess you say filler cards, or they help smooth out turns. Um, Usually you're happy to see them. You're not banking on them to do anything crazy. They're just kind of trying to bridge the gap between some of your off turns. If you are noticing, there's no sync belows in the main, they're in the board, and I'm actually running the immovables and staunches in here main because I just need the resources, and I'm just blocking less with this. And then in the sideboard, it's basically bunched into groups of three, so sync belows are for the go wide aggro decks. Zealous Belting is against control, primarily like Dash and Prism, not for Brava or Oldham. Staunch Response and Mangle are for the Bravo and Oldham and help out with the Dory. And then Disable is for any of the matchups where Chokeslam is a blank. So, Bravo, Dory, just anything that doesn't really use attack action cards, we bring the Disables in. So with that, I'm going to hop into a pre-sideboarded Dory game, and we're going to just quickly blitz through that, and I'm going to just kind of narrate how things are going. So I am on the play. With this deck, usually I've been going second, or preferring to go second because I'm trying to maintain tempo. Um, with this, our hand would be great if it was going second, but I've got a Crippling Crush Command and Conquer turn one. Nothing scary, so I'm just gonna hammer and we're gonna set up. And then I'll throw the Crippling Crush in Arsenal. Next turn is probably gonna be a just a Command and Conquer into a pivot. Hopefully, get cards out, and we'll go in with. Come on, give me something decent. Oh, that's not bad. All right, so depending on what we're doing, we're either throwing away. Potentially throwing away 2 to 3 cards, depending on how this goes. This is a huge hit. So honestly, they will get a go again. I could just block this out and not care. The bigger thing is, they'll get a second swing and I can't really stop it. Um, do they have anything floating? No. All right, we're just gonna wait. We're gonna play patient. The only way this blows me out if I don't know if there's like a. Oh, I know they can't pay for route. Oh, there's the blowout, but they come over for one, but they can't swing a second time. All right, so I'm just gonna draw up and pass. That was just a lot of damage, and I didn't feel like dealing with an early counter. So this hand is mediocre. Um, Mostly we'll see where this goes. Four from hand, two floating. So I'm gonna assume this goes to a six. They do have a go again. Um, I think we're gonna throw. I think I kind of want to wait to see what they do. We're gonna wait and then we're gonna see what they do and probably sink away this Spinal Crush. I'm gonna play it slow. Um, they did nothing. All right, swing again. 4-1. All right, either their hand is garbage or they're baiting me hard, which it's an AI, so we'll see. Yeah, we're just gonna sink it and then see what happens. Get rid of you. Okay, so their hand, whatever it was, wasn't amazing. All right, so now we can kind of move back into hitting. So this is where Zealous Belting is nice. It actually just kind of smooths things out. So we're going to, yeah, we're going to tech plate. This is why I use the yellows, because Crush the Weak's decent with it. I tried blues, but the 4 is better against Prism. So we get the go again, and then we're just going to come in with a hammer for 6. So Belting's not an amazing card in this matchup. It's really important in the control matchups. It's more of just smooth things out. Same with the Tome of Fyendal. It's not something amazing. So now that the computer is basically throwing away a bunch of cards for vanilla damage, the way is clear for our Crippling Crush. So I'm definitely going to be doing back-to-back crippling, so my Mangle is the only thing I don't particularly care about. They have go again, they can't pay, so we'll throw away the Mangle. And because this isn't really control, that was actually a really good play by them. I'm the one that built the deck of just you throw in like 2 energy potions in there for fun stuff like that. That's actually really smart of them. So we're gonna just Crippling Crush flat. This is just gonna eat their hand. I don't expect anything to get through here, but I'm just gonna stall them and then set up for a second cripple. Give me another card. All right, that was a good amount of stuff. I got a Spoils of War and an Iron Song out of them. All right, another cripple. Um, yeah, let's eat their hand. All right, now the computer's being dumb. Uh, do I want to filter? Not really. I'll just take the damage. It's fine. I'm gonna eat their hand again. Um, could I be waiting for another blue? Yes. Do I want to right now? Not really. I have a decent amount of threats to just kind of push stuff through, so I'm gonna eat another 4 cards, and I'm just gonna be slowly just ripping stuff away from them. All right, that was good. And now I get another turn. So now we can dominate through, set up a Tome of Fyendal, and see what we get. And cripple, so that's the third cripple. So mostly I'm going to be banking on Pummels to finish this game now that all my cripples are gone. I'm getting a good chunk of armor. Yeah, I mean, computer wasn't super smart with that one, but all my cripples are gone, so I'm going to rely on the Pummels. We're going to tome. The only question is, do I save myself some life? Yeah, because they can swing again and then Brave Forge it, so let's stop them from swinging again. Stamp, you're not useful in this matchup. So we're going to Tome, probably Arsenal the Pummel, depending on what happens next. So let's smooth this turn out, see what we get. Super defensive stuff. So we can hammer. I kind of want to get the sink below instead of the pummel. So I can hammer. That will leave. I'll basically push through 9, but I won't get a discard off. That's fine. We're going to hammer and then come in for a good 9 and then get the sink below in. Yeah, let's just get rid of this. I just get rid of the card. I have 6 pummels, so it's fine. Just pushing through 3. Get you an arsenal and move on. Alright, so this is decent. Hit and run, we're probably going to sink below, tear asunder, put pummel in the arsenal. Yep. Don't need that. Sink below, don't use the ability. And then we're going to tear arsenal pummel and go pivot right back into attack mode. This is a pretty good start so far. I mean, it's been a decently smooth game. They have no armor left. This is coming through and ripping out 2 cards. Doesn't matter really what they do. Sure. Give me 2 cards. Yep, now here's where things just go south for them. I got a pummel ready. So one thing is, it's a little harder to keep the tech plate rolling with this build, but you get to do so much more in terms of just keeping tempo. The only question I have right now is, do I want to dominate a spinal through with a pummel backup? And I feel like the answer is no. Yeah, the answer is no. We're gonna block this. I'm gonna do a naked Spinal Crush and then eat their hand and save on this pummel. So let's get you going. I should be paying more attention to my pitch stacking, but I'm just kind of YOLOing this thing. The computer let that through for some random reason. Maybe they have a ton of defense reactions. So this hand is not great, but I have a pummel. So the question is, how much can they push this over? Because either I'm about to lose tempo, or yeah, I'm gonna lose tempo. This one pummel isn't gonna save me, so I'm gonna throw. I'm gonna throw 2 cards at this, and then we're gonna just give up tempo. It's fine. Pump? No. All right. So the AI just didn't know what to do with that Spinal Crush there. If they had pumped, I had the Unmovable backup. I was ready to throw away my hand. I got nothing going good now, at least for this turn. So yeah, we're just gonna hammer. I would like that Unmovable and Arsenal, but I'm stuck with a pummel. I'm not gonna lose. I'm not gonna ditch the pummel unless they do something really crazy. I'm gonna save that pummel for something else. Oh, that's pretty good. Command and Conquer. So 4/5. I can throw away 1 blue. Kind of depends on what they do. Can they pay for a second swing? Yes. So let's see. Honestly, do I want to keep both pummels? Yeah, we're gonna armor. We're gonna armor and cranial this. Shut off the hit effect. Potentially, they could Iron Song this thing or whatever this is, but then they can't swing a second time. Okay, so we just blocked that out. Now we're gonna come in with Command and Conquer. I would love to be able to bank another pummel, but I feel like stealing back tempo is going to be just enough because they're way behind on card economy right now. Oops, Command and Conquer. I'm gonna force this through anyway, even though they don't block. I'm gonna. Oh, that was really good. Let's get rid of both of those, and Let's see what we get. Alright, so we can force through a Spinal Crush. I can Arsenal this. So depending on what the computer does, I'm probably just not blocking this turn. Like, the go again's annoying, but it's not that scary. 5. Alright, we'll let this through. I don't particularly care. If there was a Steel Blade Supremacy, I might care more. So we'll let that through. Okay. 3. I'm just gonna armor this. It just in case they keep a counter. I don't think I need to do this, but I'm already 30 life ahead. I just don't feel like... I feel like this game is already over, but I just don't feel like giving them a little more room to come back. So we're going to dominate, throw Spinal at them, Arsenal the Unmovable, and this should really just... This game is basically over. I'm just waiting to pummel or... I'm waiting to pummel or dominate something through. Oh, there we go. That should be game right there. So that's 4, 5, 6 coming through. I don't care. You can keep your card. So I was, what, mid-30s before those last two turns when I saw, what, Blood and Water. So, yeah, this game's over. You can't even shunt this. And then they're down to 1. They got basically nothing to come back with, and I'm just looking to dominate and end this. And there it is. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Staunch Response. You're useless right now. Whatever. Give me 3. And tear Asunder. Kill them. That should be game. Unless something really bizarre happens. Alright. So that's the mid-range deck. I did pre-sideboard, so pre-sideboarding for this was like Sink Belows and Staunch Responses and a Mangle. But it's still going into that same style of block up and then pivot into attack mode and basically just attack cards. So you see they're down to 17 and I'm at 30. And it is an AI, so yeah, it's not amazing. I'm not saying I have like a perfect record, but this should just kind of be my thought process and how I'm piloting it. Alright, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.